I'm Dennis Williams. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. In 1992, I moved to Charlotte to become a senior high school principal. And at this particular school, out of the 10 high schools at the time, it was probably number 9 out of being number 10 in terms of performance. The lowest performing high school in the district closed down, and the bulk of those students who were dysfunctional were sent to my school. And so it was a real challenge to rally the staff and the students, along with the parents, that we could be a school of excellence. And so we needed something that was different, something that they hadn't heard before, something that could get their attention, that we could all follow and establish a different culture at this high school. That was a real challenge. In the first year, we confiscated 32 handguns, and we had student walkouts, we had all kind of fights and contraband brought into the school, and through the school development program, we were able to leverage parents, the central office, other folks in the community like our local churches to buy into this concept, along with our students. When our students got it, along with our teachers, is when we really began to see a change. So we were able to transform that troubling high school into a school of excellence in about 3 years. We saw significant difference going into the second year. For example, there were no guns confiscated the second year. The fights were down dramatically. Student attendance was on the rise. And so we're still known for one of the first high schools in the history of the school development program to be successful with the COMA process. The problem with education today is that we ignore all of the other pathways for learning other than the cognitive, intellectual. And most teachers are pressured by test results and outside political pressure to focus on delivering information to students in hopes that they will understand the information and give that information back by way of some state or national assessment instrument. But at the same time, they ignore the other domains that must be addressed in order for kids to be successful. For example, at the high school where I was, I noticed right off the bat, one of the main problems with our students being successful was the social interactive domain, that our kids didn't have good social behavior. And that was a roadblock for them to have the right relationship with the teacher, whereby the teacher even had high expectations for academic performance from that particular individual. So the more we get this understanding into the minds of the teachers, and more we work with ways to teach students these behaviors, just because a kid had some social interactive hang-ups didn't mean that he was a slow kid academically. And when we figured that out, we were able to move our kids forward. Well, you know, it's how I think about life and children now. Now I'm a pastor at a community where we're one of the most fragile communities in the city. And it's kind of self-contained, and many of the people who are not successful at life are all there together, and they have a little hope. And I see all of these developmental pathways that are underdeveloped. So I'm thinking, even now as a pastor, how can I implement what I learned through the COMA process in this community so that we have different activities that address the different pathways so that we can help the kids be more successful in school and in life.